York is a city with a deep and interesting history, stretching back to 71 AD when it was founded as a Roman settlement called Eboracum. In 866 AD, Danish Vikings led by Ivar the Boneless invaded York and renamed the city Jorvik. Fast forward to today, and the city with English shortest street, yes you read that right, offers plenty in the way of tourist attractions and amenities. We arrived in York at 10:30 AM and decided to press forward on foot. Here's what we managed to experience in just 7 hours on foot around York. York's National Railway Museum attracts over 750,000 visitors per year and is a perfect starting point when visiting York via train, as it's just a short 5-minute walk from the station. It's also open 7 days per week and admission is free, with a suggested donation of £5. At the museum you'll be able to get up close and personal and see inside the cabs of some of the world's most famous steam engines, including the Flying Scotsman. The National Railway Museum forms part of the Science Museum Group, which also includes Science Museum in South Kensington, the Science and Industry Museum, the Locomotion Museum, and the Science and Media Museum in Bradford. But that's content for another video. The National Railway Museum has over 6,000 objects on display and around 1,000 locomotives, all of which tell a vibrant and interactive story of Britain's railway innovation. It's the largest museum of its type in Britain and home to iconic locomotives and unrivaled collections of engineering brilliance. We spent around an hour walking around and enjoying the extensive collection of exhibits, but you could easily spend 2 to 3 hours if you made use of the cafe and additional virtual reality experiences the museum has to offer. After leaving the Railway Museum, we headed over to the historic, narrow medieval streets of the Shambles, considered one of the best preserved medieval shopping streets in Europe, dating back to the 14th century. Originally a meat market, it's now home to a mix of cafes, restaurants and shops. Shops like York's Chocolate Story. For the small entry price of £16 per person, you can unwrap the history of chocolate in this guided and interactive tour, which includes hands-on chocolate making and lots of delicious samples.
So what I've got here, folks, is how are they made? Well, the cocoa beans that I've got here.
The tour runs daily between 10 AM and 5 PM, and you can book tickets online or in the shop itself. Explore the origins of chocolate, from its early extraction in the rainforests of Central America to the iconic sweet treats crafted right here in York today. Get an insight into the history of famous York confectionery, including Terry's Chocolate Orange and lesser-known Chocolate Apple, and the short-lived, hugely unpopular Chocolate Lemon. You'll learn why York is celebrated as the chocolate city and home to legendary chocolate-making families.
You give it a quick shimmy and a shake, and you guys use these. These are the...
The tour concludes with your very own chocolate making experience where you can hand make your own chocolate lolly. York is home to the 6th longest river in the UK, the Ouse, stretching throughout North Yorkshire from its origins in Little Ouseburn through the city all the way down to the larger River Trent. For £14 per person, you can take a daytime sightseeing tour with city cruises along the river, taking in some picturesque sights of York along the riverbank.
Another bridge here on the Ouse, which we'll point out later on.
The tour is also narrated, providing insights and interesting facts about some of York's architecture and some points of interest. Tours run throughout the day from King Straith Landing and Lendal Bridge Landing, and the whole cruise takes around 45 minutes. You can purchase snacks and drinks on board, including alcohol, and you'll debark the boat at the same point you began. City Cruises also offer a self-drive boat hire experience for £35, which seats up to 5 people, making it a cost-effective way to experience the river for groups, as long as you can find somebody confident enough to drive. York is a fantastic day out for families and couples alike. The colourful medieval history and modern day attractions will keep you busy for hours, if not days. There are beautiful open green spaces and parks, local eateries, including the famously haunted Punch Bowl pub where we ended our day. Incidentally, York is considered one of the most haunted cities in Europe, with a reputation for numerous ghostly encounters and spectral sightings. But again, this is a video for another time.